Part 1. Many voices, one Lord. Divine speech is plural before it is centralized. From When the Servant Appears, Those Who Know His Voice in the Redemption of Zion, by Tyson Trent Lichtenwalter. Every generation eventually develops a preference for simplicity. One leader, one authorized stream of interpretation, one visible center from which all legitimate direction must proceed. It feels stable. It feels safe. Yet when the scriptures themselves are opened, divine speech appears far more distributed than later expectations often allow. The wilderness provides the first great disruption of monopoly. Moses collapses beneath administrative weight, and the Lord responds not by tightening control, but by multiplying participants. The record states, "And the Lord came down in a cloud, and spake unto him, and took of the Spirit that was upon him, and gave it unto the 70 elders. And it came to pass, that, when the Spirit rested upon them, they prophesied." Numbers 11:25. This diffusion troubles Joshua, who asks Moses to forbid it. Moses answers with a sentence that should echo through every later debate about prophetic legitimacy. "Enviest thou for my sake? Would God that all the Lord's people were prophets, and that the Lord would put his Spirit upon them." Numbers 11:29. The direction is unmistakable. Not restriction. Expansion. The lesson intensifies immediately. Two men, Eldad and Medad, prophesy outside the expected assembly. Their irregular setting does not invalidate heaven's action. And there remain two of the men in the camp. And the Spirit rested upon them. And they were of them that were written, but went not out unto the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp. Numbers 11:26. The Spirit does not retreat. Legitimacy is not erased by location. As Israel's history unfolds, plurality becomes routine. In Samuel's day we encounter prophetic companies. "Thou shalt meet a company of prophets, and they shall prophesy." 1 Samuel 10:5. Kings are interrupted by unnamed messengers. Priests receive revelation. Seers advise rulers. Writing prophets overlap chronologically, sometimes harmoniously, sometimes in tension. Heaven appears remarkably unafraid of complexity. Responsibility spreads further through Ezekiel's image of the watchman. "So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth, and warn them from me." Ezekiel 33:7. But the burden is personal. If he refuses to warn, accountability remains. Silence can be failure. The apostolic era widens the pattern again. Peter explains Pentecost by invoking Joel. "Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams." Acts 2:17. Revelation is not narrowing. It is widening. Paul confirms the same atmosphere among believers. "Ye may all prophesy one by one, that all may learn, and all may be comforted." 1 Corinthians 14:31. Plural participation is assumed. When these witnesses stand together, a conclusion presses itself upon the reader. Plurality is not anomaly. It is the biblical norm. Later religious cultures may prefer singular voice because it simplifies loyalty and reduces interpretive strain. But emotional preference cannot erase textual reality. God has repeatedly entrusted many servants at the same time. Assignments differ. Jurisdictions differ. But heaven remains the source. I have hauled freight across this nation most of my life. No operation that intends to move weight across distance relies on one truck. It deploys a fleet. Different routes. Different timing. Same authority. Why would divine administration function with fewer instruments than human logistics? If God speaks through many, Unfamiliarity cannot be our measure of rejection. We must examine faithfulness. We must test fruit. We must listen. The difficulty, then, may not be scarcity of prophets. It may be reluctance of hearers. Scripture leaves us with an uncomfortable possibility. Heaven may be speaking more often than we are prepared to admit. And once that possibility is seen, responsibility begins. Part 2. How Heaven Builds a Servant. Formation before visibility. From